back to Under Review. On this week's episode, we will be discussing the Huskies' recent wins against Big East rivals the Butler Bulldogs and DePaul Blue Demons. In the Huskies' annual Play for K game this past Sunday against Butler, we saw notable performances from a few players, including an 18-point performance from star Paige Bueckers, making her the leading scorer of the night for the Huskies. Bueckers is not new to this feat, as she has been the Huskies' go-to scorer throughout her time on the team. Now with the addition of players like Sarah Strong, Bueckers has not been putting the ball in the net herself as much, although her assist numbers have stayed pretty consistent. How do you think this dynamic will help the Huskies in the postseason, and how will this help Paige's development further as a player as she presumably enters the WNBA draft next year?
Having players like Strong putting up points takes the pressure off Bueckers and allows her to practice more versatile plays. This will be a huge advantage to the Huskies because it allows them to seem untouchable as they can switch the lineup and not have to worry much about the team struggling without Paige. This also makes it harder for teams to defend the Huskies with so many prolific scorers. The new dynamic also gives Bueckers some practice for the WNBA as she's entering her rookie season.
We also saw a notable performance from star Azzi Fudd as she finds her groove again coming back from her knee injury. Fudd banged out 3 three-pointers and tallied a total of 13 points, similar to Bueckers. Fudd is used to putting up big numbers but is now taking on a different role as she adjusts to playing again. How important do you think this role will be come tournament play, and how can the Huskies use Fudd as their secret weapon?
Azzi Fudd has been progressively getting back in her element since her return, especially when it comes to banging out threes. Her versatility is what makes her a secret weapon, especially since she has elevated experience compared to the rest of the young roster. And other teams might underestimate her due to her injury and return, so it is safe to say Fudd will definitely hold a key role in the tournament as she is known for her scoring, but more importantly, her accuracy. Prior to her injury, she was one of the best shooters, and she is making her way back to that stat.
In unrelated news, I know everybody's dying to hear opinions on Paige Bueckers' new hairstyle as she debuted a slick back ponytail during the game Sunday instead of her usual braids. Various social media platforms were sent into a frenzy over the change, as we all know Bueckers is known and recognized for her iconic 2 braids in the front. She mentioned that her usual braider Kayla was sick and couldn't help her before the game. So what do you think of the new hairdo, and given her performance as a leading scorer, do you think the braids are good luck, bad luck, game day superstition? What are your thoughts on it?
It is hard to see Paige without the braids, as that is what she is well known for and what many of her younger fans love to replicate. However, I also do not think the braids make up who Paige Bueckers is and what she brings to the game, as we saw on Sunday. Paige Bueckers will always be Paige Buckets with or without the braids.
That's all for this week's episode of Under Review. Be sure to tune in next week where we'll break down the Huskies' highly anticipated upcoming game against the Tennessee Volunteers, as well as another Big East matchup against the Providence Friars. Until then, I'm Bree Carroll.
And I'm Josalyn Munson. Thanks for watching.